Alright, so what's up? Yeah, sorry, looking up just in case Ronald's gonna come downstairs and be like, what are you doing? That's exhausting. Alright, I want to give just a really quick timeline to people so they understand, because I mentioned before, over and over again, I have people in my life who are like, you're doing this too fast, you're doing this too fast. Let me give you a timeline of the legal things that are going to happen in my life and the social things that are going to happen in my life as a result of my transition, so that you can understand why I am doing things in the order that I'm doing. Give you a quick update. I went to the courthouse yesterday, actually a couple of days ago. No, yesterday, I think. No, Wednesday, something like that. And yeah, I went to the courthouse on Wednesday, and I put in my information. My name changed, so my name is going to be legally changed probably by next week. Okay, so people keep asking me around here, why do you keep trying to, between the hormone changes, and I keep talking about getting top surgery and changing my name and everything. My family is just like, you need to see a therapist. Goes back to the previous video about you don't want me to just see any therapist. You want me to see a therapist with your views so they can change my mind, and that's not going to happen. But what the point is that people want to know, why do you keep trying to make this go so fast? Why don't you just take your time? Okay, if you're not dysphoric, you don't understand, but I'm gonna let you know. Every single minute of every single day that you're in the wrong body is like being poked and prodded and reminded. An example, if you believe in hell, you're going to hell. It's basically like a hell on earth all the damn time. It hurts. It's painful. It's awkward, okay? So while I'm in this female body, for example, I'm at my job today. I'm a cashier. I have this little kid, and this is one of the things that I really hate about working, with the general public and working with children. I work with them specifically, like I said, I'm a cashier at a grocery store, is that they will ask me, are you a boy or a girl? Or is that a boy or a girl? Now, I'm not binding right now, so I have like a 40 to a 42 size F chest going on right now, but I have my hair cut short. Little kids, up until a certain point, don't notice the chest thing as much, but they notice hair length. So, usually I'm not mad at the child. I am mad at the parent, depending on how the parent responds. And I have ever to have a parent really respond in a way that I think is acceptable. The lady today was a little negotiable, but usually they don't say anything to their children, or they just smack them, and they don't explain, because then the kid's like, why you smack me? All I was asking was if it was a boy or a girl. And I'm ready to just throw the fuck down all the time. And I'm like, look, I understand that, and this is the one point that I get really, really upset, and makes me want to be like, I understand, but you need to have some shame for your child. They don't understand that. You need to feel embarrassed. Your child just asked me that annoying question. Like, again, that's for another day. But, I'm saying? This is an example. Like, the consistent where people have to ask you that, aka children, because they don't know any better, that hurts a lot. And what do you say to them? I can't tell them that I'm transitioning because I could lose my job that way. I could lose my job very easily. And it wouldn't be the discrimination, it would be breaking it because it's supposed to be a family store, and that's not a family value, alright? Alright, let me give you a timeline. So I have to get my name changed. So it's not just this. When you change your name, you gotta change your gender. If you change your name, you change your gender, you have to change it legally, like legal, all high up, like federal legal stuff, and then work your way down. Okay, to give you an idea of the things that happen when you change your name, if I change my name, that means that all of my past job applications, all of my jobs have to know that I was name changed, otherwise it's as if I had no job history. Okay, everything from every bank that I had to every website that I signed on, even if it was just a forum to talk to people that needed my name changed, all that has to change. So every bank that I've opened, every credit card that I've opened, every person that I talked to, all my student loans, everyone at the college, all my classes, anyone that was going to use, I could use as a social reference, all of them have to know my name change. Even if, whether it's something you think is as simple as change something on Facebook and just sign a couple of papers and you're done, is everything from your license to your banks to your schools. If you graduate college, you're going to need that diploma changed. Because if they look back to, some places, depending on the type of industry, you really do need to see that diploma or a copy of it, that's going to be a problem. So I get my name changed, right? On my list of things I need to do, I also need to let my college know that my name is changed, let all of my banks know that my name is changed, let all my credit cards and my loans know. I do this because of my finger. And my driver's license. I haven't been able to get my driver's license yet. So to do this, to get to my license part, because when you change your license, at least in the state of Virginia, when you get everything done the first time, you can't change it again until 6 months after it's ready to be renewed, which is like 5 to 8 years here. So that means that if I went and I did it this week, it would have my birth name on it and my birth gender. I wouldn't be able to get that changed for several years, which is difficult, okay? Now I'm going to explain to you why. I have to go, after I get this done, I have to go to Social Security, Social Security to get my Social Security name and gender change, which is a letter from my doctor, as well as, the legal court order. I have to change that information so that when you run my Social Security number, it also brings up the right name. Okay, so I have to get those changed, and then once I get those changed, then I can actually get anything from my banks and everything changed, because all I need is the court order form. But then when I need to get my license changed, when I get my license so it's ready by I can actually go and take the test, I have to get the gender change. To get the gender change, it's a form you have to print out because a doctor has to sign off and say that this person's this gender. Totally fine, but it takes time. So they have to give this, and I have to give them my name form, and I have to give them my gender form, but I can't give them the name form until after my legal name is changed. If I change my name with the court, then it's just a piece of paper court order change. It'll change in my birth certificate, but not my Social Security. So then I have to go to Social Security, and then I have to get my name changed with Social Security, which means I can't go to get my license until after it's with my Social Security, because anything with DMV is based off your Social Security number. So that means I have the court order, have to go to this court order, Social Security, then driver's license, and everything else. And then like if I want to get my passport, that's exhausting and anything else. Birth certificate, incredibly hard because most require you have like a bottom surgery of some sort, which is basically birth certificate gender ain't changing for a long time. So all these things have to be changed, and people are like, this is why you should have waited. Why am I going to draw out this process? Because this process is going to be drawn out regardless. Why would I want to draw it out even more? Like, this short timeline changes everything, i.e. I can't just walk on a, like, example, I need to buy a bus pass, my bus tickets to get back home, or not home, but to get back to Ithaca. Okay, I might even just go to Cleveland, I don't know yet, even though I hate Cleveland. I need to go, sorry Clevelanders, but I need to get there, which means that if I buy that ticket, and that means I need to keep my license, my permit that has my birth name on it, because if I were to buy it now, because I need to buy it in advance purchase, which is a certain number of time and I'm running out of days, so if I buy it, I have to use my current legal name, which is my birth name. But my name's going to change, like, right after I go and I purchase the ticket. So if after I purchase the ticket, my legal name is now changed, then it's like, when they look at the ticket, and they look at my actual license, the names aren't going to match up. They're not going to let me on the bus, or they're not going to let me on the airplane, or they're not going to let me leave the country via passport. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's as simple as I can't just walk into, like, and once you do changes on T, if my name still has a female gender marker, and I'm a year and a half on T, and I am full on male, I might not, but I still look like I'm under, like, 21. I can't just go get any kind of alcohol, like, when I turn 21 and my gender says female and they look at me and I'm obviously a male. They will be like, do you have a twin? But I can't accept this. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. Or you try to walk into, like, an adult store, any kind of store that needs your ID. Then no. Like, it's in the same category as a bad ID, except now they might think it was fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? All of this is a problem. This isn't even just social, but this is just like, I can't go places they're going to ask me for my ID if my name is not right, and if my gender is not right, and they look at me and they see one thing, and so I'm like, why am I going to make this process last me 6 months to a year when I can get it all done in theory, in about a month and a half? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why am I going to do this? I'm like, and again, if I change my name with this form, I have to change it in Social Security. I change it in Social Security because I go to work and I get a check, and they won't deposit that check into my account if they have to issue the check to somebody. That check is via my Social Security number. That's important because of taxes. And because I work, I have to pay taxes and get tax money deducted. So I'm like, hello, I'm getting federal withholding and my state withholding. I have to let them know that my name changed, because if my Social Security number changes while I'm still working under this particular job, they're going to be like, hey, why aren't you paying your taxes, or what's going on? And that's just exhausting. So just a quick glimpse, if you're going to, and this is things, they didn't tell me about this when I was transitioning. Nobody told me about that wait period issue between, like, I had a loan I had to put out, but because I'm putting it out now, in between name changes, it's a little weird. Luckily, it's a Parent Plus loan, but nobody mentioned the whole name changing thing. Like, people say, oh, you need to get your name changed. They don't tell you what all comes with getting your name changed, okay? Getting my name changed starts with a court order and ends with a birth certificate. Like, it's the absolute last thing that needs getting changed. But, if you change your name via court order, then you have to go to Social Security, and you have to get them to change your name on your Social Security card and issue a new one, as well as get your gender changed. You also have to have your license changed. If you have another identification card, you have to have that changed. Your passport, that has to change. All of your banking accounts and everything, that has to change. All of your credit cards, that has to change. If you have an email account, all that's got to change. If you have any website memberships to anything like that, that's all got to change. If you have a membership at the gym, that's got to change. If if you have checks, that all have to be reissued under a new name. If you are getting a direct deposit, or like you go to Planet Fitness, they bill a certain account for that name. all of that has to be changed. You know what I'm saying? All of that. And I'm like, do you realize? I mean, it could be simple as the person that you registered your Xbox to has to be changed. Your phone has to be changed. That person, the number that's associated with it, your contract, all of that has to be changed. Everything from the biggest legal documents to the smallest, thing you write on a piece of paper to tell someone to contact you, all of it has to change. So just so you get an idea of the severity of that name change and gender change timeline, I just wanted to give you an idea of why it is that it's so serious. Why some people, when they do it, they try to get everything done at once, because it's like you can't, but you're going to end up taking a long time because it affects every facet of your life. And there's just a period of life where you basically can't do just anything, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be asked questions when people look at you, if they don't look and see the same thing until you're like post-operative. Or if you're post-operative, but again, you can't just go and get your license changed yet, or you haven't legally had your name changed yet. That has a lot to screw with things that could potentially make a difference for you. So, yeah, I mean, just meaning for, that was something they really didn't tell me, and it was just things that happen when you get your name changed. So, yeah, I really do hope that helps someone out there, and wish me luck, guys, because it's about to be a month of road. Oh, and medical records, I forgot about that. All medical documents have to be changed. All that's gotta go. Everything, all of that, which is hard because I've seen like 12 new doctors in the last year and a half. So all of them have to either have all my information completely changed over, or I have to just send it to one office and have them kind of deal with it. It's just exhausting. So yeah, good luck. I wish you all good luck, and send good positive ways my way, and definitely message me, guys. I would love to have conversations with anyone. Whether you have a question, comment, concern, or just want to talk. So yeah, definitely hit me up, guys, and I'll talk to you later.